I still listen to sad songs, and I don't know, I say I'm sad or like I'm upset, and then you'll hear me listen to sad songs despite me trying to heal. I'll still be listening to sad songs. And some people are like, isn't this counterproductive? Like, surely that pushes you. It does. It does. I listen to sad songs a lot when I'm just down. I'm down quite a bit in the month, like 2 weeks of the month, because of hormones. I'm just down, and it's hard to say it, but it really sucks. It really does. And I used to be like in such one of those, because obviously everyone's seen me try and like get better as a person on this channel so far. But like I used to be trying to listen to those toxic positivity people who like, you can't listen to sad songs. You can't think anything sad. You have to have like radical positivity to get anywhere in life. I've tried that. It doesn't work, because at the end of the day, my thoughts will always cloud anything positive I try to create in my mind when I'm like this. It's like my thoughts will just bring up my past, and I will think about how much of a trash person I was in the past, or they will just cloud me with anxiety of hatred for myself, everything about myself, the way I look, the way I speak, the way I talk, the way I look in photos, hatred for everything. And when it's like that, radical positivity doesn't work because the thoughts are too strong. So these days, I don't know, when it rains enough and it storms enough, you stop worrying about surviving the storm, and you start thinking about how you can better prepare for the rain, because I know I'm going to survive the storm. That's one thing God instilled in me in life recently, when through healing, God's like always shown me that like I will survive this period of whatever it is. But like nowadays when this happens, I'm more like just trying to figure out how to like get through the rain in the least destructive way possible, because I'm a self-sabotage. I'm a very self-destructive person. I have a lot of like confusing traits about me, because I try to be a good person, but I have so many of those like traits of a bad person would have. Like, you'd wonder how it doesn't make me do bad things sometimes, like not in a bad way. Like, I have avoidant traits. Like, you wonder how I haven't hurt people, because I have like avoidant traits. I probably have selfish traits, I can't lie. I'm down a lot, I'm self-sabotaging a lot, I'm self-destructive, like all these traits. I sometimes sit here and I wonder like, how do I not hurt people? And the thing is, that's why I'm inside a lot of the times these days. Last year I was a very selfish person, I would say, and I don't even think it was selfish out of a place of hating like everyone and wanting, just not caring about people. I care about people so deeply. That's what pains me so much when I think about last year, because I was selfish out of a place of not knowing how to deal with my feelings. And like when that happens, yeah, when your own mentality and mindset is gone, there's no way you'd be able to be there for other people. Last year I was probably a very bad person in the fact that I was self-destructive to myself. I probably didn't reach any of my full potential when it came to education in school last year, because of just everything I was doing, partying and stuff. Like, I don't know, I probably caused a lot of stress and anxiety for my parents. I wasn't the greatest person last year, and I don't know, as I've matured this year, and like as I've quit like drinking for a bit and stuff, I don't know, my new thing is trying to figure out how to deal with my emotions without hurting people. So like, I don't know, these days when I feel like this, the first thing I do is I listen to sad music, and people are going to be like, that's surely counterproductive. It isn't for me, because I know I'm going to come out the other end of this eventually, but the thing with me is my emotions brew. It's like, I don't know, my emotions just like simmer there, right? And the only way to cook rice, let's say you want cooked rice, is you need to boil the water. It's the same with me. If I want to get to the other end of this, I have to kind of, what's it called? Let the sadness out and just get through the pain. And the way I do that is by listening to sad songs. I'll listen to sad songs. I feel so comforted by sad songs. You could never get me to quit them, because I love them so much. There's just, I don't know, so much peace. I feel like God gave us music as one of the things on earth which are the less bad things you can do to help yourself in life. You know what I mean? Like, people go to substances and stuff, but like, I could probably quit any like drinking or whatever I wanted if I want. I don't think I could ever quit music. Like, happy, sad, upset, I listen to music way too much in my day. Like, it just gets me through. I don't think I'd still be here today, like, if there was no music. I'm telling that. Like, I don't know, it's just been there for me in the darkest of times, and it's helped me feel seen. But the point is, like, I know you'll see a lot online saying like these radical toxic people, radical positivity people that you can't listen to sad songs, and people who listen to sad songs are doing it to themselves and making themselves sad. But that's not like, whatever works for you in getting through a dark period of time, don't listen to other people. Like, my thing is, I'll listen to sad songs for a bit, I'll let the water boil, you know what I mean, and then I'll cry, and then I eventually get over it onto the other side. But it takes time, and like, especially these days, I'm very self-aware. That's what I'll give myself. Like, I might be a lot of bad traits in life, but I'm very self-aware of them. Like, I'm so self-aware to the point where I try to protect people from bad traits. That's why I'm mainly by myself these days. I push a lot of people away because I don't want to hurt someone. That's never going to be my intention in life. But I also don't think mentally sometimes I have the capability to care for someone in that way, so I push people away a lot. That's why I'm avoidant, because every time I feel like close to people, it makes me very like stressed and scared for some reason. It makes me very anxious, and once I realised that, I've just stopped really talking to people too much, because I don't want to keep going around in circles with people. I don't want to hurt people. It's not my thing. But like, it's not saying I'm not going to find someone one day. I'm just saying right now I need to focus on myself, improve myself, and I can definitely see how, they say like avoidance, something happened in your childhood that made you realise you can't be close to people. Oh, I realised what, my childhood I moved around a lot, like, I think that is quite literally why I can't be close to people. Every time I got close to people, we moved the country, and every time my heart broke. Until eventually I realised I just didn't have to get close to people, and yeah, now I'm in this tricky predicament, so. But what did I do today? I went on a run, and I'm so grateful to God that He's healed my knee. Trust in the Lord, guys. Trust in the Lord. He works beautiful ways. Like, the doctor told me it would take 3 more weeks. The Lord's done it within 5 days. So, pray to God is my point. I went on a run, because normally if I was last year, I'd drink. Like, I could drink. Even if I wanted to, I could. But like, I'm not going to, is the point. I'm past the point of drinking just to cry, you know what I mean? Like, and running gives me the exact same feeling of drinking for some reason. It's like, when I run, not a single thought can get through my mind, and it's just the best thing ever, because for someone who's so clouded by thoughts, it's like I'm putting my body through so much, like, pain physically running, I guess, or like, just like, so much is going on in my body. I do not have the mental capacity to think, and it's the best, like, time I have. Like, even if it's like physically painful, like stitches and stuff, it's just so good for me mentally. So yeah, but my point is saying, if you're struggling, it's okay to struggle. I go through a lot. Like, I realised, I used to try and say I was like a cold-hearted bitch. I'm a very sensitive person. Like, I know I'm a very sensitive person in the way that, like, I care for people deeply. I'm a very, like, sensitive, caring person. And I don't know, I'm not going to try to hide that anymore. Like, I cry a lot more these days than I used to. I used to cry in the dark to myself to sleep when I was 14 and 15. But, I'm pushing 20 now, you know what I mean? Like, why am I trying to hide my pain? I think, especially mental health in general, it's one of those things, like, everyone should be able to voice to people if you're struggling. No one's less of a person because they're down. Especially, like, men and women, men with, like, mental health because they feel like they can't speak up enough, and women because hormones. There's a lot of different types of depression women can deal with just because of hormones. We need to speak with each other. We need to, like, communicate. Like, I tell my mum these days when I'm down, and I love so much, because, I don't know, it's hard for me to cry in front of people, but with my mum I can just always be myself, and after I cry in front of her, I always just feel slightly better inside. Like, it's always the upturn. Like, once I've cried to my mum about it, I know things will get better in life for some reason. I love her so much, and I don't know. I just want to say, everyone keep going in life, I guess. That's my favourite bit about, like, once God gave me hope. It's knowing that this is a storm, but I'm gonna survive, you know what I mean? I've survived so many times, and there's this one saying my dad actually used to tell me when I was younger, because I was scared to fall asleep at night, because I kept thinking I was going to wet the bed. Don't know why, but that was my worst fear at night time, to fall asleep, because I didn't want to wet the bed. And my dad was saying, I think if you can do it once, you can do it a million. Or was it because I was scared one of the two. I was either scared to fall asleep or scared to go to the toilet. But my dad said to me, if you can do it once, you can do it a million times again. And that's one of the sayings that kind of low-key just stuck with me for life, because it's a very true saying. If you can do something once, if you can survive something once, you could do it a million times again. And it only builds strength in you. Depression and pain does, to be honest. I've learned to cope with it by myself, sort of. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I'll have bad days, and I'll be so honest, everyone's allowed to have bad days. Some days, like yesterday, I got out of bed, didn't really eat much all day, had mac and cheese at night, didn't really get ready, didn't really have a shower or anything like that, and just watched reality TV all day while I rotted in my bed and just felt sad for myself. And that's okay. You know what I mean? I was meant to get to the gym 3 times already this week. I've only been once, but I've also gone running twice, and I'm going to try and go tomorrow and the day after. But the point is, give yourself some grace in life, guys. You're allowed to have a bad week or a few bad days, and I don't know. I feel like there's just such a depth to pain that I understand. Is like Alex, when you listen to sad songs, oh my gosh, Alex G, some people would never understand Alex G, and that's the issue. Like, I saw this really sad video of people like at, was it like, it was one of these Coachella or something, and Alex G was performing, and they're all, you don't understand, that's my dream to see Alex G perform. He's just got so much, I don't know how to say it, I just relate so much to his music when I'm so low and down. There's just something about his music, you know what I mean? It makes me able to feel, especially me, because I can't feel. That's my other thing. I either feel everything or I feel nothing. Like, there's no in-betweens. So, either I'm not feeling anything or I'm feeling everything. And when I can't feel and I want to get that sadness out of me, I listen to Alex G. It works every time. And Lana Del Rey. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. But yeah, no. I just want to say to everyone, if you're struggling out there and if you need to, like, do whatever you need to do to cope, do it. I would never blame anyone in life for how they decide to cope with their sadness. Like, I know a lot of people turn to substances and to, what's it called? Whatever, but people will change when they want to change, you know what I mean? God will find you at some point of life. I truly believe in this. I believe God finds people at their lowest, and one day God will find people out there and they will get better. You can't force someone though, is what I've learned. People have to want to change, and I want to kind of understand, because in life, if what you're trying to do is escape your own thoughts, it's very hard to find like a way to do that without doing things which physically harm your body. At the end of the day, I think that's what a lot of people who are down are just trying to do, escape their own thoughts. And I did a lot last year. The thing with drinks though is, with me, it's like if you drink to escape your own thoughts, you always end up coming back to them anyways, because yeah, especially when situational factors aren't great. Like, if you're in an environment that's horrible and you go out and drink to try and escape it, you know you're returning to it. And I've said that before, like, drinking's only kind of good just to numb things out or to feel things that, if you can't feel things, you drink to feel things. Or, I know that's what I mean, like, a lot of people who can't feel things, because they're so down and depressed, that they will do things which are self-destructive to feel something. And I don't think people understand that. It's like me, right? I'm right now questioning my whole life because I'm depressed. It's like, did I make the right choices? Have I done the right things? Like, cutting people off. Like, should I go back to partying? Should I just go back to who I was? Like, I'm such a mellowed out version of myself. I'm like, who am I nowadays? Like, all I do is gym, eat, and I guess watch TV. I don't really go out anymore, and I'm like, do I go back to who I was? And that's just the depression talking, because like I said, when I'm down, I'm self-destructive. So I like to self-sabotage. I like to look at everything I've built for myself in life and go, oh, okay, let's destroy this all now just because we're not feeling okay right now. But I don't know, taking a pause back, like, because I'm getting better at being self-aware of when I feel like this, I realise that's not the truth. I'm very happy with the choices that I've made in life. It needed to happen. I need to cut myself off from people. The only reason I kind of feel like down about life right now is because I feel very alone from cutting people off, and that's why I kind of question if it was the right choice. But the thing I know the reality of it was, if I was still with those people, I'd feel alone even around them. So it was never about that. It's just about I have the patience to wait for whatever bigger plan God has in my life. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, sometimes when you're down, it brings out, I don't know, just all the anxieties and fears of, like, was it right cutting everyone off, and have I done the right thing? And that's the thing, when you do the tricky thing, You'll always have those thoughts in your head, but you'll know. You'll have a gut instinct that everything you've done is right. I don't know, guys. If you're down, keep going, and yeah, do what you need to do. Self-sabotage. Sometimes there will be days where you also fall into your old traits, and that's okay as well. I fall into my old traits a lot sometimes, and you just have to again give yourself grace on those days because we're just humans, you know what I mean? Like, and especially when you're struggling, all you want to do is, if you can't feel anything, you just want to feel something, you know what I mean? And if that sometimes is doing stupid things so you can feel either sadness or happiness, because I'll tell you what is worse than feeling sadness or happiness, it's feeling nothing. And people don't understand that necessarily until you live it, but if you just go through days feeling nothing, they all start to kind of blend together, I'd say, until you kind of just start like feeling like tired every day waking up and just like, what's the point of this all? And that's when I feel like people become self-destructive, because at some point you're like, at least even pain or happiness or whatever, these horrendous like extremes like of these feelings are better than feeling nothing. That's why I feel like a lot of people abuse a lot of stuff. But I don't know, guys, have a good day, and yeah, I'm sorry if I've depressed anyone out there. I know this is meant to be like a positive channel, but I also want to be realistic to people out there that struggling is normal and you're okay to struggle, guys.